Hello there, BoBo the Bitcoiner is back. Today let's talk about the central bank digital currency. Cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, has proven its worth because it is fast and cheap. All transactions truthfully and faithfully recorded into the blockchain. This is an established fact, now accepted not only by most people, financial institutions, banks, and even government. Central bank acknowledge its innovation and benefits. Question is, how can they adopt it without losing control of its own sovereign currency? China will be the first country to implement central bank digital currency or CBDC. Technically, China is already testing in 4 cities for months and seems to be progressing well. They call it DCEP, Digital Currency Electronic Payment. The way I look at it, China is the only country that can achieve this successfully. Why? One, China jumpstart from cash to cashless, bypassing the credit card generation using WeChat and Alipay. Now from cashless to digital is almost seamless. Just replacing the yuan to digital yuan. Nothing new to learn. Sweden also is very much a cashless society. Up to 90% of the population in China trust their government. This is the second point. All the well-thought policy from the government. Proof of how China handled the COVID-19 pandemic. Economy returned quickly and people are living quite normally. People are happy. Besides that, over the 30 years or the last 30 years, government has consistently upgraded almost 70 to 80% of the population out of poverty. The Chinese are convinced. In fact, the people are proud of the pandemic success. From poverty to middle class economy, and the country is now leading the world in economy, technology, and 5G. So when the government said, let's do the digital currency way, people willingly follow. The advantage of the DCEP, digital currency electronic payment, to the government is multifold. One, having a huge saving of manpower and paperwork. Right? Every transaction is recorded electronically into the centralized blockchain. A clear and precise bookkeeping. Two, if DCEP is adopted, it means no more paper yuan currency. It means no more corruption. You can't give DCEP yuan to a government officer anymore. All traceable. Maybe you can buy gift for officer but in a small quantum only. You can't even avoid tax. Every transaction is recorded through the system. How to escape in that way? Big tax, small tax, all no escape. Similarly, you can't do money laundering or illegal trade. DCEP capture every transaction that is answerable. No crying even. And finally, paper yuan becomes redundant, not usable anymore. I foresee in the period of migrating from paper yuan to DCEP, all the dark underground black yuan of money will have problem resurfacing. All right, it's already a big business now, washing black yuan to white yuan. Some paying a premium of 50% or more, knowing that the black yuan in time to come is going to be useless. Now, to any government, this is a dream made possible by the crypto technology. Government knows every transaction, tax every dealing, no corruption, no underground black market. It's a dream. Everything is open and traceable. Unfortunately, this dream will never materialize in any other country except China. For other countries, there are two major difficulties. One, privacy. Using central bank digital currency leaves a trail, right? Not only how you use your money and for what purpose after that. People want to spend money as they wish and do not want to be monitored. Extreme case, if a man pays for a legalized prostitute service, how? Government know, okay. But if wife come to know, how? Just example, Number two is freedom. Your movement is traced, like our contact tracing today. Say you eat at a restaurant, after that went for drinking. Then you pay at which restaurant, and later on, time you pay at which bar. All location, time are being traced. No more freedom of movement. Everything is tracked. No country, not even a semi-constrained country like Singapore, can accept it. Don't talk about the West, which is impossible. Even asking them to wear a mask is problematic. They will protest and throw up all kinds of legal challenges and raise hell. When election comes, the government will be overthrown. As much as 80% of the world countries are exploring how to introduce CBDC, central bank digital currency. They will have to strike a compromise over privacy and freedom with their citizens. The ultimate CBDC will be superficial and symbolic. So what is the point? Regardless whether they are successful or not, including China, the final product of CBDC or DECP in case of China were still not comparable to Bitcoin decentralized ecosystem. In other words, in Bitcoin case, no one or group of people have any say over the system. Whereas in the CBDC or DECP, it is centralized, managed and controlled by the central bank. And this is extremely serious and dangerous. CBDC or DECP means everyone will need to have an e-wallet to receive salary, income, or business profit, allowance, or any money that comes into them. They will then use this e-wallet to spend or to buy things. The danger here, though, and here's what can happen. If you commit a crime, the government, in this case through the central bank, can suspend or terminate your e-wallet until you serve penalty for the crime committed. You run away, your e-wallet is cancelled. How to survive? If you misbehave, the government will restrict your e-wallet usage to your hometown only. You will not be able to buy a train ticket or a plane ticket to get out of town. Even if you manage to get out of town, your e-wallet will be invalid once you're out of town and not accepted elsewhere. China already has the demerit point system in citizens' behavior. This e-wallet is the final layer to reinforce good citizenship. The worst case that can happen is if you are against the government or form opposition party, your e-wallet can be terminated. You can't even survive. Very dangerous. In Bitcoin, we ensure that there's no single point of failure to the whole system. In the CBDC or DCEP, you are subject to a single point of stranglehold. The government will choke you anytime for whatever reason, no explanation required. You either comply or cut off from the system. This is worse than 100% dictatorship. Of course, the government will assure you such draconian measure will not apply or never apply. But who can guarantee you once they are given the jurisdiction? You can now understand why the West will never be possible. If Chinese citizens understand the danger and the impact, they will never accept it also. So, CBDC is the double-edged sword, unless it can be decentralized like Bitcoin, which is impossible also, as no government wants to lose control over their own monetary system. While CBDC is definitely an improvement over the traditional monetary system, hopefully someone find a compromising way to innovate it without sacrificing government control over the monetary system. Who knows? Someday, somehow, with technology, this could happen. Till then, we will see. Alright? Hope you enjoyed today's short video. Don't forget to like. Bye-bye.